Well, I told you we were going to have a great conversation this morning about all things essential oils. And I have on the line with me Johann Callaghan, an aromatherapist. So, hello, Johann.
Hi, Mary. How are you this morning?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, especially after that meditation. Thank you for that.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was amazing.
And did you dance in the kitchen?
I did. I sure did afterwards with my dishcloth.
With your dishcloth, okay. Doing like a paso doble, flinging it around like the cape. All right. So, you're going to talk to us a little bit this morning about essential oils. And a lot of people are beginning to turn to essential oils to help them in kind of everyday life. And why is that? What's the benefits? What do we get from essential oils?
Absolutely. Well, the power of smell with the essential oils is really what's attracting the people and how the oils are making people feel. And essential oils work on all levels of the body. So they work physically on the body. So if you have a sore knee or a muscle ache, you can use the oils for that process. You can use the oils to lift the spirits on a spiritual level and also on a mental level and emotional level. And really what's coming to mind with an awful lot of people now is the effects of inhalation with the essential oils. This is really, really starting to be acknowledged now. We actually don't appreciate the power of smell. We take it for granted. And just to give you an indication, with smell and with all our senses and how it works with the brain, the smell, when you inhale an essential oil, it goes up into the olfactory bulb. And into the nervous system and into the amygdala and into the limbic system. This is all the emotional centre, the seat of the brain, the emotional seat of the brain it's often referred to.
Okay, so the amygdala is our emotional space.
Yeah,
in the brain.
Exactly. And you know that the sense of smell is the only thing that will activate the amygdala, and it will help to recall memories, so past memories, and an awful lot of the time we do have through the process of conditioning from when we were growing up from our parents and the society and teachers and all the rest, and we've learned to associate smells with different things, and we actually hold an awful lot of emotions in our body, in different parts of our body, and we're not really aware of this. We don't acknowledge it. So the essential oils help to facilitate the process of releasing all these emotions in a safe environment. So it's profoundly effective, and it works very quickly as well. So when you inhale an oil, it's only one synapses away from the limbic system, whereas your sense of sight and sound is about 3 or 4 synapses. They go through the thymus area in the brain, which is like a hub centre, and it redirects that signal to the visual cortex or wherever else in the brain. So that takes about 3 to 5 synapses.
Right.
Whereas the smell is one, so it's instant. It's absolutely instant.
That is
profoundly effective.
And the synapses would be the junctures where things travel through.
Yeah, this is in the nervous system.
In the nervous system. And so that would make sense. That would be, it sounds like this is an explanation for why we can have a smell and it can take us immediately back to childhood or some positive. You know, a lot of people say, I just love the smell of baking bread. I feel like I'm back home in my mother's kitchen.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing to remember as well when you're using oils, like we know certain oils are good for certain things. For example, lavender essential oil, we know that's a calming and cooling essential oil. But you know what? Lavender was a big smell back years and years ago, and you could have had your granny or your grandmother, some people call them, and they could have grown the lavender at the back garden, but that granny could have bet you around the place with a sweeping bush and you'll hate your granny. So therefore when you smell lavender again, you're not going to like it. So that's the power of the association, the smell. So you have to like the smell as well to be able to work with it.
And also smells can bring up negative memories as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely, like the grandmother. Absolutely.
I know if I would smell, I know one time my mother gave me milk of magnesia for whatever it was at the time in my tummy. And my goodness sakes, it made me feel unwell. And every time, and I was a nurse, and when I became a nurse, every time I would open Milk of Magnesia to give to somebody, I would just get this ooky feeling in my body. It was like, oh my gosh, even though I wasn't actually taking it, I was just smelling it. So smells are very powerful, very powerful.
Yeah. And when you're smelling something, the first thought that comes to mind is, oh, what does that remind me of? And you're trying to associate it with an experience or a person or a situation. That's what's going on in the brain when you're smelling a smell.
Exactly. And with that, let me ask you this. How can we use essential oils? Is smell the only way, or are there other things that we can do to use them?
No. An awful lot of people associate aromatherapy and essential oils with aromatherapy and massage. That's how it's often been associated. But aromatherapy is a standalone treatment that you can use. So, for example, you can use it, you can diffuse oils in the air, which is very, very effective for everything. So you can kill airborne germs. So lemongrass is a great one for killing airborne germs. Your tea tree is good as well, and eucalyptus, and they're great for if you have the cough and colds in the cough and cold season. Eucalyptus is very good. I love the radiata. That's more gentler than some of the other eucalyptus. So you can diffuse it in the air to kill airborne germs, and also to get rid of those excess positive ions in the air. We have so many devices in our houses, from laptops and tablets and TVs and everything going, and mobile phones, that it produces a positive ion in the air. So that kind of static effect. So the essential oils will help to reduce the positive ions in the air that's causing that. Does that as well. And also then you have the aroma, so which gives you that uplifting smell or calming smell, or whatever oil you choose for whatever mood that you're looking for. So you can use it to diffuse. You can also use it topically. Yes. So you can if you have a shower gel, you can put a couple of drops into your shower gel. If you have a lotion or a cream, you can put a couple of drops in there, or you can make an oil blend. Very simple. So if you go into your local health shop and get some almond oil, basic vegetable oil, and mix some drops into that, and you have a massage oil. Now all my recipes, I have a lot of recipes on my website. I do have a blog, so you can get lots of recipes there for how to use the oils. But that's another way. And so there's lots and lots of different ways.
Lots of different ways. Oils. Now I read an article the other day, actually it was just yesterday, where a lady, she had Epstein-Barr syndrome, which is a virus, and she used the tea tree oil, the Melaleuca. She used it topically, and also she said she took capsules, and also the black mold, that she had black mold also in her blood, and used a combination of cinnamon and other essential oils, but she used them in capsules. Is this a way to take them? I just not heard of that before.
I don't really go down that path of ingesting essential oils, and that's just me. I haven't done enough research around that area, but it would be a last resort. There's lots of other ways you can use the oils before you start ingesting them. Yeah. And I know a lot of people put drops of oils in water as well, or they'll do the capsule. The capsule is just to get it straight down into the stomach. But just be mindful that your esophagus is only one cell thick, so you need to be very experienced and know what you're doing when you're ingesting essential oils.
Exactly.
So that's all I'll say on that.
Okay, no, that's grand. It was just an article that I read yesterday, so I thought I would ask about that. Yeah. Now, excuse me, sorry about that. So we can inhale them, we can use them topically, whether diluted, and they help us to release emotions and to feel better in ourselves. Now, what sort of tips, if somebody is looking to buy an essential oil, what should they look for when they're buying essential oils? What are the things that you would recommend that we be sure is that we see on the labels or bottles when we're buying them?
Okay, that's very, very important, because there is essential oils are profoundly they're so potent, okay? And to give you an example, it takes 50 roses to make one drop of essential oils, so you can appreciate the cost of some of the oils. So your jasmine, your rose, them oils, they're very, very, very expensive, okay? And you'd be looking to pay nearly 40 to 50 euro for a 10ml bottle of those particular oils. Now, there are other essential oils that are more cost effective, like your lavender, your lemon, and all your citrus oils, okay? So the one thing to look out for is it must have the Latin name on the label, and that denotes that it comes from the plant and what part of the plant it comes from and the country of origin as well.
Okay.
That'll be on the label as well, country of origin. Also know your supplier. Make sure that you know your supplier. Essential oils are supposed to go through a series of tests as well, so you should be able to get like a safety sheet. If you're in the business of aromatherapy, you should be able to ask for a safety sheet and know what the test processes that it went through. But just for a regular person, go into the shop, make sure the Latin name is on the bottle and the country of origin, and know it's a reputable reseller as well that you're buying from. That's really what I'd advise.
Absolutely. Now, you yourself are running an online course to help people sort of understand better how to use essential oils for their own health and wellness.
Absolutely. It's an amazing course. I've got lots of students lined up on it there at the moment. So basically it's a 5-week course, and I'm actually running a special offer at the moment, and I'll tell you about that now in just a few seconds.
Basically if you can just tell us a little bit about about it so people could know, and then just tell us how to find out more information.
Sure. So it's a 5-week course, and basically what it is, I've done a survey and I asked people, what is it that really frustrates you? What is it that really keeps you up at night in relation to your health and well-being? So the responses I got back was there's an awful lot of people that are fed up with the cold and flu epidemic in the winter season. The second thing I got back was an awful lot of people that are experiencing more allergies and skin reactions, psoriasis, eczema. And then the last thing was sleep. An awful lot of people are having great difficulties getting asleep or staying asleep. So I designed a course around those 3 topics. Okay. So using essential oils and healthy living, holistic living. So I bring a little bit of diet, nutrition into it, and your lifestyle as well, and then essential oils. So on the course, I teach you how you can make up your own products, and they're simple. It's not it's just a simple process that only takes 5 minutes. That's my mantra. It only takes 5 minutes to make these things up. So,
I love it.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be. We're so busy. Mothers are just so busy. We've kids to take care of, and men can be a big job as well sometimes.
Well, exactly.
I don't know who's worse, the kids or the men. But you can, like, I'm talking about making oil blends. I'm talking about making balms. There's a balm recipe there as well, so it's great for kids if they have a chesty cough. You can rub it into their feet as well. The oils will get into the system in 30 seconds. If you do a foot rub, it's great for relaxing children, helping them to get asleep.
Wow.
And then I have lots of recipes for like aromatherapy inhalers that you can use, and I give you a wind down routine before you go to bed at night.
That's amazing.
So you'll see me in the kitchen making up some of these products as well. Everything is converted into an audio file as well, so if you're in an area where you've bad internet, you can just listen to the audio file, and if you prefer to just read, then you can download the transcript. So I have it's catered for all learning styles, if you like.
That's great. Well, that's amazing. Well, how do people find out about you, and how do they get more information about this?
Okay, well, I have a website there, and it's courses.therapeutic-healing.ie. So it's courses.therapeutic-healing.ie, and you'll find a list of all the courses there. There's some free videos as well. It's a school that you must enroll on it to access some of the free videos. If you want to access some of the free videos,
right,
just enroll on the school, and then you can also enroll in the paid courses if you want to have a look there. Now, for the viewers there today, if you go to therapeutic-healing.ie/offer, you'll get 50% off the cost of that course that's up until the end of this month.
Okay, that's brilliant. And do you have an actual website?
Therapeutic-healing.ie.
Oh, that's it. Sorry. Where's my brain?
That's it.
I don't know what I was thinking. Well, listen, Johann, thank you so much for coming on and help us understand a little bit more about how essential oils can help us feel better, be better, and to remember good things.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure, Mary. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
I will. You do the same. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that was Johann Callaghan, aromatherapist, telling us how essential oils can help us take better care of ourselves.